Okay, we got a tuna. It's going this speed, right? It accelerates at this rate and it covers this distance. What time did it take? Do. I think this is a hard one. Okay, so let's see. This is, if it's already going that speed, I think that's our initial velocity, right? And then it says it accelerates at that rate, and it also has the units of acceleration, so it must be our acceleration, right? Okay. And it covers a distance of, right, whoop, of this. So this must be this guy. Okay, and then we want to find the time, right? Now, let me just show you this, okay? We could solve for time by using no VF. Let me just show you what that looks like though, and you won't like it. So the formula is x is VIT plus 1/2 AT squared, right? So that becomes 45 equaling the initial velocity, 2.35 times t plus 1/2 times 0.208 times t squared. Now, if this is giving you an uneasy feeling, that's because what is in this nice rectangular box is known as a quadratic equation. Now, if you're not afraid of, who's afraid of the quadratic equation, right? The opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, right? If you're not afraid of that, you can go ahead and cast this in that type of form and solve it. Let me suggest, though, that we just do it the other way, right? Let's just pretend like we hadn't seen that, and let's solve for our VF first, and then solve for t. Okay, so first, let's use no t to solve for VF. So we're going to do it as a two-step, just because we don't like the math. Okay, now if you've got a solver and you can just grab that out, or you want to graph it, I'm going to do it this way. VF squared is VI squared plus 2AX. Right, so that guy becomes, we don't know what VF is. Okay, so VF squared is equal to 2.35 squared plus 2 times 0.208 times 45. Right, and then of course to get the answer to this, we're going to take the square root of this side. Right, and then that'll get rid of the squared, right? Okay, so square root of left parenthesis 2.35 squared plus 2 times 0.208 times 45, right parenthesis. I get 4.9237. 4.9237 meters per second, right? No, that's not the answer. We're looking for the time, so let's solve for the time now. Now we're ready. Okay, I'm going to choose, we could choose anything that has t in it. This is my fave. Plus AT. That's my favorite, right? So the final is 4.9237 is equal to our initial, which is 2.35, plus 0.208 times t. Okay, so there's that guy. Let's see. I guess what do I take this guy and subtract 2.35, right? Okay. That gets rid of it on that side. So now I've got 2.5737. That's all we did was subtract. 5737, right? That equals 0.208 times t. So there's supposed to be parentheses there. I don't know. Okay. And I guess what we do now is we divide this thing, right? Divide this guy by 0.208. And then this, of course, is going to go the way of the bison. So that guy divided by 0.208, 12.37. T is equal to 12.37 seconds. Okay, so we did it without doing a quadratic equation. Yay. Okay. Now, the normal insane people would stop the video here, but you know what? I'm going to show you how to do the quadratic. If you want, I'll show you. You ready for this? Okay, so this guy is 45. This guy is 2.35. This guy is 0.208, right? So you use this formula. X is VIT plus 1/2 AT squared. Right, so 45 is equal to 2.35 times T plus 1/2 times 0.208 times T squared. Okay, now what we got to do is we're going to recast this thing. So half of 0.208 is 0.104. So I'm going to go 0.104 T squared, right? Plus 2.35 T minus 45 is 0. Okay? That's because you always have to have ax squared plus bx plus c is 0, right? So this is my a, this is my b in the quadratic equation, and this is this whole thing, including the minus, right, is the c. So now all I have to do is just write the quadratic equation, which is what? It's the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, right, over 2a. Alrighty. This is hard to do. Okay, opposite of 2.35 plus or minus square root of 2.35 squared minus 4 times 0.104 times negative 45. And that negative saves us because it's minus this, but we're going to actually end up adding that, right? And then that is over 2 times 0.104. Now, the trick to this thing, to doing it on the calculator, you either use the fraction on your calculator, or you have to put this numerator in parentheses and the denominator in parentheses, and that's what I'm going to do. So I just got to follow the parentheses. Left parenthesis, negative 2.35 plus the square root of left parenthesis 2.35 squared minus 4 times 0.104 times negative 45 right parenthesis. Now I'm ending the square root. Now right parenthesis ending the numerator divided by left parenthesis beginning the denominator 2 times 0.104 right parenthesis ending the denominator. Now I hit enter and I get 12.37, right, equals 12. When I use the plus, I got 12.4, right, seconds, right? I got the answer. And then, of course, curiosity kills a cat, so we got to find out what does the minus do. So I'm going up there. I go second entry. I move my little cursor over where the plus is. I type a minus. I hit enter. And you get negative 34.96, so negative 35. Now, since negative time in this case doesn't make a lot of sense, we reject that answer, and especially since we can see that the right answer is right there. There it is. Where's the right answer? Find the answer, right? There it is. Find x. There's x. All right. Yeah?